Hey guys, welcome to the Diesel Podcast. I'm excited to chat with Fleece Performance, Amsoil, Jeff, John, Ryan. I'm excited to have you on today. You guys had a major announcement, so I thought it'd be great to chat with you at PRI, get the information and this cool new partnership that you guys have. So I wanted to turn it over to you.
Hey, thanks. Nice to talk to you today, Patrick. We're live at PRI in Indianapolis, and a little bit earlier today, I think you might even caught a little bit on social media. But we announced a partnership with Amsoil today that we're very excited about. Amsoil has been a product that within Fleece Performance we've used for many years, even in some of the most demanding applications, including our race programs over time. And I think we may have even shared with you on our Cummins long block engines, we actually use and supply a case of Amsoil braking oil with every Cummins engine that we sell. So it was a real natural fit for us to partner with Amsoil in bringing a new line of diesel oil to the market. That oil is called the Freedom Series line. It's going to have each of the major grades in it. It's got 10W30, 5W40, I'll probably miss a couple, 1540, an SAE30 break-in oil, as well as the 15W50 race oil. So with me here today, I've got Ryan Radzak from Amsoil, John Benshoe from Fleece Performance as well. And Ryan, I'll let you say a couple words.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. From Amsoil's perspective, we are just as excited to be partnering with Fleece. And a lot of that stems from the shared values that we have as organizations, how we go to market with products, how we develop products. As we had conversations with these guys, we learned that we approach things the same way. And that's largely starting with a customer need and products that aren't out in the market available, and trying to develop things that we know are going to deliver on what our customers want. So we're really excited to be partnered with Fleece, and we know that this is going to do really well.
This is really exciting as an enthusiast to be able to see Amsoil, which I'm highly familiar with. You guys, had you guys on the podcast, Fleece, Freedom Racing Engines. I've had you guys on the podcast for a really long time. So to see a combination of both companies, both like kind of focuses in the marketplace, people are going to be really excited about this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak to Amsoil a little bit. You know, as a kid growing up, Amsoil's been something that I've been around, from boats to power sport products. So, the brand Amsoil has so much weight, and it's kind of cool how it all came together, because Amsoil kind of looked at Fleece and said, hey, your brand has so much power in the diesel industry. How do we make this work? And I'm like, no, I think that about you guys. And so, it really came together well. Like Ryan said, the synergies between the two companies, I completely agree. We're very aligned on our values and how we do business, but really to come up with our own specific viscosity and formulations that we can put out specifically for the light duty diesel market, co-brand a product that we believe in, that we use ourselves. It's awesome. So we've been using Amsoil for years. Yeah, it's cool. It's going to be exciting.
To spend a little bit of time on being able to specify the oil, I think people are going to be really interested in how that came to be, or what the focus was, because there's a strong ethos with both brands. And so when someone's watching this and they're hearing, well, Fleece Performance, I'm running their Cheetah Turbo, or I've gotten a Freedom Racing engine from them, and I've used Amsoil for years. What was the focus or the collaboration to make a specific oil based on Fleece Performance recommendations for these different weights?
Yeah.
So great question. And as a group, we've already collectively agreed that we actually want to, we'd like to do a deep dive with you, Patrick, on this topic at some point, and really explain the intricacies of how we got there. The high-level bullet points that we'll touch on today are things that we know diesel enthusiasts care a lot about, and being Fleece, one of those things was turbo. turbo cleanliness, turbo protection. We know that especially fleece customers are exposing their pickups to extreme environments and conditions, and it can be really hard on turbos, even a fleece turbo. So we wanted to make sure that this formulation and the additive package would stand up to those demands. So that's one of the things that makes this oil unique in the sense of we wanted to hone in on what do enthusiasts care the most about, because one of the things with oil is there are trade-offs involved. You can't formulate everything to be at the very highest level. So you do have to pick and choose what your priorities are, and that kind of goes back to Amsoil's philosophy of what you drive and how you drive. So we do have oils out there for basically every application, but this one specifically hits on those key aspects of what a diesel enthusiast is going to care the most about.
Yeah, and to touch on that a little bit more too, we sell engines, and one of the most important things in an engine, if not the most important, is engine oil. And so to be able to make a customer who buys an engine, a Freedom Series engine, to give them the ability to get their hands on a high quality engine oil through our normal sales channels as well as Amsoil's, to me was another huge point. We want people to protect their products, cylinder heads, engines, turbos, those are all critical things for us, and to make it easy and honestly to get into the where the formulation and the cost structure sits, it's a perfect spot in the whole oil market.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure one of the common questions that you guys get at Freedom Racing Engines when somebody gets one is, what oil should I run? And to me, this just immediately jumps over to, we have this series, we've partnered with Amsoil to formulate exactly what we want. It solves that for them.
Bingo.
And that's a great question, Patrick. And that was a key part of the development of the fluid, was looking at engines and cylinder heads and turbochargers and really a lot of the hard parts that people are purchasing. And they're asking that question of us, what should I be running to get the most out of the fleece parts that I've purchased? And that's I think it's in one of the slogans we put on the back of the I should say on the front or the back of the bottle. It's treat your diesel right. And that was really the purpose behind the fluid, was to treat your diesel right. And when you're putting good hard parts on it, put good fluid in it.
Ryan, when you were mentioning the different applications that are out there in diesel and collaborating with Fleece Performance and Freedom Racing Engines to come up with the formulations, my mind immediately went to some videos I've seen of the engine dyno room and Chase Fleece really leaning on some engines there, some of the high performance ones that you guys build. I'm sure some of that and the collaboration naturally kind of trickles down to something that's towing every day or being a daily driver. But what about the race side and the extreme power levels and use that they're building engines for?
Yeah, and the extreme use race competition applications are going to fall under that 15W50 race oil that we have. It's not to say that you couldn't push a 1540 or a 540 pretty far, but when you're talking about fleece level extreme applications, that's where that 15W50 comes into play.
Yep, that viscosity fits the widest range. It really is the perfect viscosity for what we do.
When it comes to the weights and this lineup, and this question would be for Jeff and John, we've touched a lot on second-gen Rams, Duramaxes, Fords, all different brands, all different year ranges. For someone listening who, maybe they have an older 7.3 and someone else has a 6.7 Cummins and someone else has a 6-liter, how will there be products or different series of weights that any one of your customers can use, regardless of what year truck they have or what brand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's in the initial rollouts. We've got the 10W30. I'm going to forget some of them here, but 10W30, 15W40, and what was the last one?
5W40.
5W40. Yeah. So that really covers the Cummins, Duramax, and Ford lineup.
As the now, when the rollout happens, when is it going to be live where people can purchase it? Where do they find it? Do they find it on the Fleece site, the Amsoil site? Where can people get it?
So
Yes and yes.
yes and yes. So the line will be released probably going to be right around the 1st of March in 2026. It will be available through the Amsoil dealer network as well as the Fleece Performance wholesale and dealer network. So it is a co-branded product that is available through both markets and through both distribution channels.
Yeah, for instance, if you have an Amsoil dealer that you're currently purchasing product through, you'll be able to purchase this Fleece Amsoil product through that same dealer. Likewise, if you're purchasing fleece products through a certain dealer or wholesaler, you'll be able to purchase this oil through the same channel.
Very cool. I'm really curious. There at PRI today, like what kind of questions? What was the reception like when you have these two huge iconic brands coming together to collaborate to produce something? What was it like today?
Well, I'll be honest, I thought the crowd was bigger than I expected when we had the press announcement. So I think people were interested for sure.
Yeah, it was humbling actually. I would say to see the turnout, to hear all the positive feedback and excitement about two really reputable, trusted brands coming together on a product. And obviously, we're both leaders in our respective spaces. And so this partnership it's going to be something special.
I'm gonna steal a line from one of the podcasts, or not the podcast, from the one of those Facebook posts, and somebody said it's like peanut butter and jelly, two great brands that go well together.
Yeah.
So
Saw a lot of people pick up the bottle, and I know that Ryan and Jeff both know how much I love the bottle. Amsoil's got a great oil bottle, and so naturally when people pick this up and hold it, it feels good in your hand, and it's like, wow, this is so cool. So I saw a lot of people coming over and just like picking it up and checking out the labels, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think we're gonna do really well with this one.
Yeah, when I saw the press release, I was really excited and kind of shocked because I think collaboration is so important, and enthusiasts, we love to see that because, like I mentioned, in my career and just being around diesels, I know a lot of people who have run Amsoil oil, gear oil, transmission fluid, coolant, and then Fleece Performance has built such an incredible name with turbochargers and a lot of products, injection pumps, so many different things they do, and then we compound that with the Freedom racing engines lineup, whether it's for something to daily drive or some of the most powerful diesel trucks in the world, really. Running those engines, I was like, this is like it's like emotional overload for a diesel enthusiast to see these two brands collaborate and connect. Like, this is so cool. I can't wait to chat with them later today.
well, I intentionally didn't want to tell you what we were doing because I wanted to get your reaction here tonight. So thanks for having us on. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really cool. I definitely want to take some time in the future. Hopefully we can sit down and really jump into the technical side. People love that, especially when it comes to oil, and be able to kind of dig into the specifications. But I appreciate you guys chatting with me today. I know it's been probably a really busy day, really exciting to be able to chat with you guys in the booth, learn about this product. We can't wait to get this out to our listeners right away so they can hear about it on the podcast as soon as possible. And I really appreciate the time today, guys.
Thanks so much, Patrick.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
likewise. Thanks for having us.